New Zealand is a nation stricken tonight. A self-declared white supremacist gunned down Muslims at prayer today, striking terror into a country where police rarely carry guns. The massacre in the city of Christchurch left at least 49 people dead and another 48 wounded. Amna Nawaz begins our coverage.
It is the deadliest shooting in New Zealand's modern history. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern addressed the nation hours after the horror unfolded.
It is clear that this is one of New Zealand's darkest days.
Just before 2 p.m. local time, a gunman dressed in all black stormed the Mosque in Christchurch, crowded with worshippers for Friday prayers.
We heard, the firing, and then everybody just ran toward the back doors just to save themselves.
Mohammed Jama, former president of the mosque, saw the gunman enter the building.
And he have helmet, and he have given the glasses, and he's a dress of the military, and he's a gun, machine gun.
After 2 minutes, the gunman walked outside, shooting people on the sidewalk. He then went back into the mosque to continue shooting some of those already wounded. Ramzan Ali survived by hiding.
I just lay down under the bench and I'm thinking that, if I get out, I'll get shot, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed so I could be alive.
Within 2 hours, more worshippers killed in a second attack at Linwood Mosque 3 miles away. The gunman live-streamed the attack on Facebook, apparently using a helmet camera. Facebook said later it had removed both the shooter's Facebook and Instagram accounts and taken down the video after the shooting and all posts supporting the attack. Police have charged 1 man with murder and detained 2 others for investigation. On social media, the apparent shooter identified himself as Brenton Tarrant, a 28-year-old Australian. He posted a 74-page manifesto calling himself an avowed racist and citing as inspiration both the white supremacist who killed 77 people in Norway in 2011 and the white supremacist who murdered 9 black parishioners at a Charleston, South Carolina church in 2015. He also mentioned President Donald Trump by name, calling him a, quote, symbol of renewed white identity. In Washington this afternoon, President Trump addressed the attack.
These sacred places of worship were turned into scenes of evil killing. You've all been seeing what went on. It's a horrible, horrible thing. I told the Prime Minister that the United States is with them all the way.
The massacre left New Zealand's small and close-knit Muslim community, around 50,000 people, reeling.
Family friends that we've known for 19 years, dead. People who were there for my engagement, dead.
In neighbouring Australia, Prime Minister Scott Morrison denounced the attack.
We grieve, we are shocked, we're appalled, we are outraged, and we stand here and condemn absolutely the attack that occurred today by an extremist, right-wing, violent terrorist.
It is clear that this can now only be described as a terrorist attack.
The mass shooting, New Zealand's first in more than 20 years, prompted unequivocal condemnation from the Prime Minister.
There is no place in New Zealand for such acts of extreme and unprecedented violence, which it is clear this act was.
Tonight, police in New Zealand and around the world say they're ramping up security for mosques. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Amna Nawaz.